Hello YouTubies, this is Joker Scribe and thanks for watching one of my most incredible videos. And this is going out to Doctor Who community. You know, those guys out there who are really in for it. You know, they're watching Doctor Who when they want to see what's going to happen next. They're coming out with all sorts of crazy ideas. And everybody knows that only King Scribe knows exactly what's going to happen before it's even written. But many people out there are talking non-stop about the show, non-stop about Doctor Who. And in some ways they are craze fans, they are hooligans, they are crazy people. And well, it's not all bad, is it? You know, Doctor Who, it's on a Christmas and everybody wants it to be Christmas Day all the time out there. Now my video is going down a different path than you've ever seen before. You may have seen my videos before and thought, whoa, he's going to talk about theories, he's going to be talking about who's the next Doctor, etc. You know what I mean? He's going to really create some mystical ideas for my good self. But that's not where I'm going down with this video. I'm going down a different route. I'm going to talk about how Doctor Who has been almost made into a boring soap opera. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, it just appears nowadays that the biggest thing that's going on in Doctor Who this year is the fans. They're the ones making all the noise. They're the ones creating the movies for Doctor Who. I mean, Steven Moffat's going out with his, 3D super bizarre movie where he's going to be creating this for the fans and for the people of the world and trying to be a big Hollywood director. And in my opinion, I think he's a bit nuts. I think he's a bit crazy, and I think he's spending far too much time creating crazy ideas. If he just sat down and wrote some decent stuff for once, it'll be good. Now, sometimes when he does write, he writes some really good episodes, and there are quite a few good episodes out there, and there's been other stories written for Doctor Who, but the amount of stories that have been published, that have been put on to, the BBC itself is just very, very low nowadays. They may as well not bother showing it anymore. And I'm, for one, I'm getting sick and tired of watching a load of people coming up with a load of theories. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's fun. When the BBC themselves are not really doing anything, they expect to ride off the backs of hard-working YouTubers, such as myself and you guys out there who are creating these bodacious videos for YouTube and for the fans of YouTube. You guys are the ones who should be applauded. Not the BBC themselves, not Steven Moffat. Yes, he does some really good stuff now and again, but he's really laying off it recently, hasn't he? I mean, he's coming out with all these, oh, who's the next Doctor? Ooh, it's brilliant. They keep on dragging these stories along. It's getting a bit boring. I don't know who's going to be the next Doctor. It could be John Hurt for all I know, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be somebody we haven't seen before. Maybe it's somebody who's been mentioned before. Hey, it might be somebody we know from the Doctor Who community. Can you imagine that? One of the Whovians out there on YouTube becomes the big man in a suit with his snog box for the BBC. For you to watch. You can't beat that, can you? You can't beat it. You guys waiting for Doctor Who and you see some of your friends in the TARDIS kissing, making out, and you're getting jealous that he's kissing Karen Gillan with a new hairdo. She hasn't even got a decent hat like me. And everybody knows that everybody loves Doctor Who, really. But if it's not on, there's no real point to talk about it. What am I supposed to talk about when it's not on? I used to have an absolute marvellous time talking about the episodes that have been on. But now, I feel that some of the movies coming out in 2013 are going to be worth more to talk about than Doctor Who itself. And this is the effect of Steven Moffat. He's coming up with these crazy ideas of 3D movies when he could have put the budget into making a longer episode, a better episode, and let's not forget, creating some better special effects as well. Very difficult to make a 3D movie that's any good. Of course, they can sort of create a 3D movie for certain picture places, but that's very difficult. I don't think they need 3D cameras, but it's very difficult to actually translate it into a 3D movie, but some cinemas can do it, even if it wasn't intended, and it always looks a bit rubbish. And I expect that the way the BBC will do Doctor Who will be all about the 3D, rather than the story itself. And you know, it's very, very basic. This could really be like egg in the face for the Doctor Who community. And I don't understand why fans are getting overexcited about it. You know, I've said it many times before on YouTube. I've said it many times. I said, well, you know, it's probably going to be the evil manifestation of the Doctor, and that may still turn out to be true. It's probably going to be about the Doctor because it's the 50th anniversary as well, and that's turning out to be true. In fact, more or less anything about this 50th anniversary is not going to surprise me at all. So, what am I supposed to say about all this? I mean, it's been dragging on for months and months on end, and you know, now they're going to release something about the 50th anniversary, you know, who the next Doctor is, etc. Well, it's not really that big, is it? I mean, there's other TV series out there who have people replacing actors all the time, and they're doing that as well, and it's not really big story. It's not part of the 50th anniversary special. We had you know, replacements for the Doctor in other series of Doctor before, you know, what's his name, that Dumbo, Steven Moffat came along, and it's getting a bit tiresome. It's unfair on you fans that you're getting less, and you are being brainwashed into thinking you're getting a load. In fact, the only people worth watching nowadays are the YouTubers who bother to actually do anything about Doctor Who. And even then, I think they're getting a bit too carried away about something that's not being produced anymore. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I took the piss a bit in this video, and I don't mean to. I'm just having a bit of fun. I'm just talking about how I feel. I just feel that Doctor Who, after this year, is going downhill. And hopefully it'll continue on. But if they're not going to produce anything, it's not really worth to fight about, is there? There's going to be plenty of things coming out anyway. Doctor Who is one thing, and there's other things coming out which are more exciting as well. So, what am I supposed to say? Well, the 50th anniversary is going to start in a few months, and they've already filmed it, and they're probably in the stages of getting out there and also editing it and getting the 3D special effects right. Showing it to a private audience somewhere, and why don't they invite the YouTubers and make videos about it? I don't know, but yet they do that. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. When it comes out, you know, the Doctor Who 50th anniversary, I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching the 50th anniversary or some other movie at the cinema. And this is the danger for Doctor Who. This is the big danger, because they think they can take on Hollywood. They think they've got the expertise to take on Hollywood with their crappy special effects and their crappy 3D film. I mean, it's good premise, you know, it's Doctor Who, but in the end they're going to be taking on some real big giants out there, and it's not going to be easy. And that's what I fear. I fear for the Doctor Who community. They have heart and spirit put into this TV series that's not really been any effort this year being put into it. I mean, obviously they made the 3D movie and they've done this in a few months, but that's pathetic when you think about it. For a movie is to do it in a couple of months, in less than a year. You know, some films take years to actually make, and you're competing with those. How are you supposed to do that? Of course, you got the premise, the basis of the story behind of what you're creating, but I'm getting excited about watching a Hunger Games. The next movie about that, I'm getting excited about that. There's certain movies coming out this year that I'm really excited about. But other than that, you know, what we're supposed to do as Doctor Who fans, keep it going, keep the ball rolling. If you don't, if you let go, somebody is going to take it off you. And I hope You know, for God's sake, get rid of Steven Moffat. I mean, come on, he's not doing anything anymore. In fact, he's just holding the show back. See you later, and goodbye for now.